Class, Hong Kong population is aging, and I find this picture greatly describes the situation. So, first, the average age of the people is getting older, so you see there are a lot of old people. And second, you see among the people here, there's only one child, meaning that the proportion of child will be little. So, back to the idea of aging population, there are two factors: the number of elderly increases, and the number of child probably decreases. So this means aging population, and aging population may cause. I would say this is the situation. Aging population is not a problem itself. I repeat, aging population is not a problem itself. Yet it may bring a lot of possible problem. The first one is about decreasing in working population. Imagine that when the people is getting older, then they may not work, and afterward in terms of the government's revenue, I mean how they get money, the the decreasing working population may decrease the salary tax revenue of the government, and hence the government revenue decreases, and it worsens the financial status of that government. So this is the first point. The second one, aging population may probably weaken the competitiveness of one region or even one country. The reason is that there are less working force, just like similar cases, or the performance of the worker may probably um, decrease, and therefore the competitiveness decrease, and probably the profit tax. I mean the the entrepreneurs profit may decrease, and relatively it caused the decrease of a profit tax, and the government's revenue may decrease as well. So to summarize these two factors is actually something about the contribution of the performance of the aging population causing the government revenue to decrease. But what when the people getting older, definitely they need more care services. Probably they need to visit more doctors. The frequency increase, and they need more social welfare, and therefore government expenditure may also increase. So these are the three problems, and right now I'm trying to using the same chart to share some of the possible solutions that we have thought before in classes in order to solve this kind of problem. So let's focus this to a decrease in working population. So this the number of working populations is actually the cause, right? So can you think of some possible way to uh, to increase the working population or to remain the working population in a right amount? So there are two ways I can think of. The first one we have discussed in class. So some people say, hey, why not try to give birth more? So in order to increase the incentive of the people to give birth, this is the child care service. So, apart from giving birth of the local, we can import talented youth from the other places, including mainland China and also internationally other places. So, this to increase working population, considering the youth, right? So, how about the elderly? So some probably think that why not try to encourage late retirement? For example, right now, 60 years old, 65 years old will be the age for the retirement. So why not extend it to probably 70 so they can work 5 years more, and there will be more working population, and then the salary tax revenue of the government can be remained, right? So this is the possible factors. So these three are actual solutions to increase the working population and to prevent this from happening, right? So these are the three possible solutions. So how about providing more care and service and medical service and social welfare? So we can think, why not try to provide health care policy? The point is that probably there's one thing called MPF actually. It means that during the people who the workers when they are young they have to compulsory or mandatory to provide their own savings in order to be one of the way to protect them when they retired. So the government can reduce some kind of expenses in order to provide care services for them. So these are possible policies to help them to take care of themselves and to minimize the government's expenditure at that time. So you see the illustration goes like this. For example, imported telling youth remaining working population, then will this be decreased? No. And then the salary tax revenue will not be decreased, or in other words, will be remained, and then the government revenue will not be decreased. It will be remained, and then the situation of the government's financial status can be remained instead of worsen. So to take one of the illustration, I will use this picture to end this. So everyone knows this is a domino. So when one drop, the other one goes on. It's just like a situation here, like when the population decrease and and things unfavorable keep on going. So now we're trying to stop it. It is the solution himself. So try to stop the domino, and then the situation unfavorable will not goes on.